Of course I want you to be happy. I want that more than anyone in the world. Except Mama Josephine and Pop Richard Curry, but I like to think I was third. You forget, I was always there, okay? Through the relationships that didn't work out, through the broken hearts and the tears of frustration.
What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, definitely follow me on all social medias, Twitter and Instagram at A Connection TV. And let's get into it. This particular queer conversation I want to have with you is within regards to all of the hoopla and controversy that is going down with Target. Now, allegedly, Target lost $9 billion for dealing with the whole Pride campaign and promotional situation that they got going on. How in the hell is that possible? I don't know. So I don't know how factual that is. I'm saying allegedly because I saw it online somewhere. But let's discuss. I'm not going to touch up on one specific video because there's been different videos happening, right? You have the casual mom or whatever going to Target and she's like, oh my God, y'all, I have to tell you what I've seen here in Target. There are, let's follow me to the kids section. Look at these. There are these kids' costumes or clothing with Pride rainbow flags on it. Oh, there's these kid, clothing with proud to be gay or we got trans clothes out there for, the kids that need to tuck or whatever the case may be. Oh my God, what's happening? Why is Target doing this to our children? No! Now, again, I'm not talking about any one specific video because there's been multiple videos out there. And I've seen parents talking about the tucking clothing. I've seen parents talking about the bathing suits. I've seen parents talking about the shirts with, rainbows on it and like rainbow sharks and rainbow elephants and rainbow Care Bears and all types of stuff with rainbows on it, right? And it's problematic. It's aggravating to the soul, to the heart, because we don't want to force anything on our kids. But here's the thing. For the people in the back, for the slow people in the back, for the heterosexual parents in the back, come here. Listen, if your kid is gay, they're gay. Now, I am about to be 42 years old in August, right? I'm a Leo, okay? Best sign in the world. Anyway, ever since I can remember, I liked boys. Okay? My furthest, fondest memory that I have is, I want to say his name was Carlos or Jesus or Angel, one of them Hispanic names. He lived right across the lot from me. I was in the projects, Bowes Park, Hartford, Connecticut. He lived right across the parking lot. Like, I'm talking about like old school projects where like you have the building and then you have the lot where the cars drive in and you can just walk across the lot to go to the other building where everybody else lived, right? I wonder if Bowes Park still exists. Anyways, so yeah, I want to say it was Angel or something. I don't know. One of them. Anyways, I couldn't have been no more than 5. I'll give it 6, okay? Because I remember vividly. When he moved in, baby, he was fine to me. And I don't even know what fine was, but as a child, there was something alluring, something like, I want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is that? Ooh, let me get to know that, And, my mom and father were there at the time. And, it was what it was. So it wasn't like a broken home or I was just surrounded by women or, all these excuses that people trying to pin on kids to say this is why they came out gay or whatever the case may be. Right. At this particular time, the home wasn't broken. But, black people, we haven't broken, we a lot of us, not all, but a lot of us have broken homes. Anyways, so Angel, I'll just call him Angel for the hell of it. Angel was fine. Okay. And if for Angel is Angel, but he was fine, baby. He was fine. And I just remember I was like, you should come over and play. It was a human instinct, baby. I knew what play meant, and he knew what play meant. But we were both gonna play together, and it was human nature, right? You know, humans play with each other, don't we? I think we do. So he came over, and I just wanted to experiment. Like, I didn't know what these desires were. I didn't know why I had these desires. I didn't know what, like, I didn't know, but I just had, it was just in me. You know what I'm saying? And no pun intended. And, you know, I was just getting my life with Angel. And I was like, you know what? You should lay on me. And he was like, okay. And so we laying on each other. Now, mind you, our clothes are on, right? So we're not like naked. But mentally, I just was like, this is what's supposed to happen. Like, this is my feelings. This is yearning through my loins. This is my feelings, right? And so, you know, he get to rubbing and we get to rubbing on each other. And it was just not awkward, but I was happy because it was Angel and he was on me. And then guess who knocked on my door? My mother. My mother came in and was like, what the hell? And, you know, she went off. Black woman went off and all upset and all this carrying on, right? Because not only were we doing this with the door closed, but he was a boy. He wasn't a girl. And I was a boy. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh no, my son can't what? No. But I didn't need Target clothing to tell me that I wanted Angel. I didn't need no Barbie doll to tell me I wanted Angel. I didn't watch nothing on TV to tell me I wanted Angel, because I was born in the 80s. So back in the 80s, there was no like gay stuff on television like it is now, where, you know, you see somebody like you and they up there carrying on boots, you know. There was no Billy Porter back in my day on TV talking about, yes, honey, yes. You know what I'm saying? There was no, you know, in Living Color back in my day with the Waymans and you know, the Waymans. No, snap, and a twist. Like, I wasn't watching that stuff then, right? So there was no indication on what gay was for me. I just knew that I liked these things. I was attracted to femininity back then before I was told that it was wrong, right? So I was attracted to these things and it just was innate within me. Like, it was in me. No pun intended. And so when I think about the parents that are wailing and crying over, you know, Target seemingly wanting to show pride, because June month is here, Pride month is here, bitches. I'm very concerned about their mental and well-being, because the world drills into us all of its perspectives and or opinions through everything that's distributed. Whether it's social media, whether it's advertisement, trailers for movies, TV shows, you know, the marketing and promotional materials on all of our food and products, cars, when we drive past a car, you know, a dealership, the deals and stuff that are on there, anything that's spewed out from a human being, okay, is received by another human being, okay, saying, come over here, you want this. This is what you need in your life. Come over here, you want this. This is what you need in your life. That's like the main communication between all humans, trying to convince them. You know what I'm saying? Convincing them of something. Whether it's gossip you heard, whether it's, you know, you need to get your GED, or whether it's you're trying to defend your fraternity by doing a Vogue J-set, and you're trying to say your fraternity is better than the next. Right, we're steady trying. I know that was so far left, but for the slow people in the back, I need to break it down for y'all. And for the fast people in the front, y'all know what I'm saying. Everything that we regurgitate or put out into the atmosphere is to be received by another person for them to understand or want. Period. And so when I think about me growing up and having to deal with the heterosexuality of it all, that the world is shoving down my throat, telling me that I'm not supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be gay. I'm not supposed to be feminine. I'm not supposed to like anything, that has to do with a boy sexually, But women all day long. I mean, everything that I've watched in Disney cartoons and, regular television. It was always a man and a woman kissing, a man and a woman having sex, a man and a woman courting each other, a man and a woman, a man and a woman, a man and a woman, a man and a woman. Every commercial was a family with a mother and a father and the children and a white picket fence and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de. Since I've been born, the world has been breeding me or preparing me. That was so nasty. Preparing me, okay, to be with a woman. But here's the thing. If all of that was supposed to make me straight, I would have been straight. Let me flip it on its head for the fast people in the front. So if all of these clothing and apparel at Target is supposed to make the kid gay, then that means that I should have been made straight. Because I know there's a lot of straight apparel out there. I should have been made straight, right? Is that what we're saying? When Aladdin was after Jasmine, I should have been after Jasmine. I ain't after Jasmine. I'm after Jazz from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but that man fine as hell. Boy, that man fine. He ain't got no body on him, but he fine. That face is everything. Hillary better. Hillary better. You know what I'm saying? Jazz from Bel-Air, that man fine. Ooh, he fine. Ooh. But I ain't want nobody's Jasmine. I wanted Jazz from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's the thing. Unfortunately, I'm a rare breed. I'm a rare case because, my mom didn't instill much in me. She just unfortunately didn't. I had to grow up and figure out everything on my own. And I had to decide what was right for me. And so I went through a lot of trial and error. I did. My 20s, man, I was all over the place. I was fucking this one there and this one there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't indulge in the crack and the coke and the drugs and all that. I didn't do none of that. The world didn't brainwash me into doing that. You know what I'm saying? The Whitney Houstons of the world and everybody else that was indulging didn't make me want to do all of that because I saw what it was doing to them. And I was like, no. You know what I mean? No shade to Whitney, but it's all love. Whitney ain't the only one. There's a lot of them still doing it, but you know what I'm saying? So as far as like things being impressioned on people, that is possible. Things can definitely have an impression on people for small minds. You know what I'm saying? I am, like I said, a rare case. I had to figure everything out on my own. And there was no clothing. There was no TV show. There was no anything that was like, Wes, you need to be straight, or Wes, you need to be gay. It was all inside here. And it's what I wanted. Even when my cousins were telling me, you can't be feminine, you can't be feminine, you can't be feminine, that did not make me gay. I just figured out there was a masculine way of being gay. But if the world would have left me alone, I would have been a whole queen. I would have been like, yes, honey, oh my God, yes. I would have been all of that. If the world would have left me alone, I would have been, I would have been doing all that. You know what I'm saying? So the world did have a little impression on me, and it was how to coast through the world without putting a flag on your back. And I'll raise your hand and be like, I'm gay. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'll be gay all day. But, people don't know. You know what I'm saying? I have women hitting on me all the time. Yeah. And I don't be wanting none of it. No. But, I just wanted to say, parents, Target clothing is not going to make your child gay. Target clothing is not, I don't know about that tucking business. I don't know. I'm just Is that Gabrielle Union and them? Did Gabrielle Union and them have a whole thing with that? Maybe they, for Zaya? I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know. Because I ain't never want to hide my junk when I was young, but then again, I'm not trans. And so the way that my mind was affected in me being gay is the same way that a trans person's minds can be affected. Because when they were young, they just knew that they were in the wrong body. In a lot of cases, not everyone has felt that way, but in a lot of cases. And that's the thing, gay people aren't monolithic. Like every gay person has a different story. Every trans person has a different story. Every lesbian has a different story. Every non-binary person, everybody got a different story. Okay? So everybody is different. But for the mass majority of us, clothing is not telling us to be gay. The inside of us is what's telling us to be gay. Anyways, I need y'all to do me a favor. Forward this video to all the slow parents in the back and the fast parents in the front. Forward this video to them, okay? Your child is not gay because you're shopping at Target and the clothing is tucking friendly. No, your child been gay. Now it's up to you to decide how you're going to support them through this journey, because I tell you now, my 42-year-old mind still has a hard problem with my mother who never accepted me being gay and my father who never accepted me being gay. Period. So if you want your child to continue going through life and figuring out and trying to find out what love is because the parent never showed it to them, then, I mean, come on, like, let's be realistic. Stop having kids. Stop laying on your goddamn back if you're not willing to take care of your child. Stop laying on your goddamn back if you don't want your child to be gay or homosexual. It's a possibility that they will come out that way. And I'm going to tell y'all straight off the rip, 90% of us were born this way. You have the little sprinkling over here and the sprinkling over here that just decide to wake up this morning and be gay and they in their 20s. It's possible. It's possible. But I guarantee you that I'm going to say out of that 10%, 7% of them bitches was born gay. And the world has confused them so much for them to believe that they just decided to be gay all of a sudden. Anyway, I'm going to go off on a rant. I don't need to go off on a rant. I don't want this video to be long. Y'all leave your comments. Let me know how you feel about it. Because, baby, if you're gay, you're gay. And if you're not, you're not.